Guys, how you doing out there? First of all, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Crystal H Technology projection screens using smart technology gain. Today we're going to be talking about the Immerse 4K Cinema blackout cloth. Now we're going to be doing two changes. Number one, we're no longer going to have the blackout cloth with a border. We're going to make it completely borderless. We think it comes out better that way. Also, two, we're going to have two different forms of the screen. We're going to have a flat and a stretch. Now a stretch will allow you to be to stretch it over a frame. The flat is going to allow you to be just lay it flat against the wall, which can be Velcro glued, stapled, however way you want to do it. It's up to you, because we have some customers that prefer to have the screen stretched over a frame, others like the flat. Now this is the surface itself. This is completely borderless, as we explained. Now the screen, even though it's completely borderless, has a 1-inch forgiveness line, which means when you staple this down, if you want to put your own border on, or however way you want to do it, there's an extra 1 inch before you hit the actual screen. Also, too, let me show you what we're going to be doing our demonstration against. I like to do my demonstration against high performance screens, so we're going to do the Cinema Grade 5D. This is by Elite Screens. Let's look at the back of it and see the specs. So the screen has 110 viewing angle and a 1.5 gain. Now this is the same blackout cloth that I took outside. I put on my deck. I watched a movie off of it, also watched a video, actually I watched a few movies off of it, and I did this around 8 in the evening to show you how powerful the gain is on the screen. Is using smart technology gain ×4. Now this right here is the Dark STAR9 by Elite Screen. This has a gain of 0.9, 180 degree viewing angle. Now keep in mind, 180 degree viewing angle. These screens are not cheap. This screen right here would cost you, just for a 100-inch, around $2,000 to $3,000 just for a 100-inch. And this screen right here for the Cinema Grade 5D would cost you somewhere in the range of $1,000, maybe $1,200. All right, now our screens, our blackout cloths come in sizes of 100-inch to 120-inch, 16:9. All screens are shipped on a roll in a box, and these screens are available worldwide for free. They also come with free LED lights. You can use them with projectors as low as 2,000 lumens. And I've seen customers use these on 1,500. I even had a projector use it on 500 lumens. They look fantastic. I think I'm going to do the Brookstone projector on here later on. That's about 200 lumens. Alright, so let's get started. As you can see, fully lit environment. There's no darkness around the back of the screen. That's something I see in a lot of demonstrations. I see a lot of darkness around the back of the screen. Pitch black behind the back of the screen. Pitch black in the environment. As you see, this is my everyday environment. This is what it looks like. Now, some people might think my everyday environment is a little extreme. This is my environment. Everybody's environment is going to be different, and your screen has to be able to thrive in any form of condition. That's why we hit our screens with all those lights, tons and tons of light directly on the screen, due to the fact to show you that the screen can withstand a ton of light. And this is the same screen I had outside around 8 in the evening, which I'm going to do another demonstration on it sooner or later. I think today I'll do another demonstration if it's not too hot. On the deck around 8 or 7 o'clock, I'll have the screen out there watching a few movies. Alright, also too, I want to add real quick that the surface is mold and mildew resistant, and the screen is weatherproof. Alright, so you're getting like an indoor-outdoor screen. Alright, so let's start the projector up. Alright, and let's begin. Now, you remember when I was explaining to you when I was looking at the dark, when I was doing the demonstration on our nano black screen, I was telling you about oversaturation of contrast levels. Now, this is what I'm going to show you here. The exact same flaw that you see in a lot of these professional screen paints, you will also see when it comes to these high professional screens. How beautiful that screen looks. Way back here, all this light. You can see the difference between the lighting in my environment and most people who do these demonstrations. Their environment is just so dark. You know, have one little dim light in the ceiling. That's not You see how well lit my environment is. My walls are white. So one of the things people talk about the most in some of these forum sites is the color of your walls, because the color of your walls would generate 10 times more light. And as you can see, the color of my walls are white. Now, I'm going to go back a minute, just a minute. I want to show you something. I think I went back too far on that one. Alright, I'm going to show you something. It's very important. Now, you see right here, this is a dark STAR9. Now, mind you, a screen for the screen, not to put down the company, the screen's a fantastic screen, I'm pretty sure it is, but you're talking about $2,000 to $3,000. Now, a 100-inch for the Immerse, like I said, it had a price drop, it's around $247 compared to $2,000 to $3,000. Now, this is what I mean by a narrow viewing angle. When you see me do demonstrations, you see me take the camera and go from one side and all the way around. That's to show that the screen does not suffer from something called a narrow viewing cone. A narrow viewing cone is when a screen can only be viewed in the center. Because if you move it from side, either to side, the screen becomes dark around the edges. Alright, so let me show you. See, in this business, you have to know what you're talking about. You just can't come on there and speak a bunch of mumbo jumbo. You have to put some science behind it. Now here you go. I'm sitting in the front of the screen. Watch this. Now you see the screen become dark. This is what you call a narrow viewing angle. So in order to be able to execute a proper picture on these particular screens, and a lot of these screens do suffer from this, you would have to be in the center of the screen, which means the screen cannot be used for any form of home use. It has to be designed for a dedicated theater, because in a dedicated theater you don't have seats on the side, you have them right in the center, which where you would be if you're in the middle of the screen in order to enjoy the screen. Now you see how the screen looks good right there. If I move the camera up, it gets dark, which means that projector would have to be in line with the screen. Now you see the screen again. Watch when I turn to the side. There you go. And that's what happens. They turn dark. This is the reason why you see me when I do these demonstrations, I move the camera all the way around to give you an idea, to show you that the screen will not turn dark on you, even if you have it, if you're watching it right on the side of the screen. This is why customers say something. It's called a view. It's called viewing gain, or gain viewer. The viewing gain. Sorry about that. The viewing gain. So it's pretty much the screen is supposed to look the same way as it does in the center as it does on the side. The side angle gain. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Angle gain. So that's what it's called. It's a proper term for it, is angle gain. So basically, you should be able to turn to the left. I was hoping I got that right for a minute. You should be able to turn to the left or the right, and the screen should look the exact same way as it does in the center. I've done my research. I've been in this business for quite some time. I know quite a lot about screens. It's more than just painting something on a surface and making it look pretty. You have to be able to back it up. You have to be to show a distance from where your screen is sitting. You can see the distance from where my screen, my projector is sitting, from here to here. And then we have the overhead light. You can see my environment is nice and bright. It's not dark. This is the average environment that you would see a screen in. It should be in well-lit environment. When I see demonstrations where the screen is just so dark and black in the background behind the, sorry, my hand going across the camera, but so dark in the background, that's not an everyday environment. That's an environment that's what you call ambient light controlled environment to accommodate the screen's performance. So I can come all the way back here, get down behind the back of the projector and show you the back of my projector and watch this. Now you look at my demonstration, look at this, sitting behind the back of the projector, you can see the light directly on top of the screen. You can see how well lit my environment is. And my environment illuminates a lot of light. Number one, I have hard wooden floors, which reflect a ton of light. My walls are white. Another thing that we're studying about home theater setups, that white walls reflect 10 times more light. And the projector that I'm using is the Casio at 2500 lumens. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this video demonstration. Thank you all for watching. Look how beautiful the whites are.